Hi, this is Leanne from Global Media Networks with the Business Roundup for the day. We see the Shaw Wallace and Hedges PLC has agreed to sell its 264.65 acres land located in Colombo 3 to Advocate International Hotel Lanka Limited for a sum of 1.852 billion rupees. The Shaw Wallace says the reason for this proposed sale is to finance the firm's ongoing 30-story development project in the adjacent land. But according to the stock market disclosure, the intention of the purchaser of the said land is to develop a mega hotel project, and the proposed sale is subjected to shareholder approval. We also see that Pure Gold Jewellers, reputed and award-winning multinational jeweler based in Dubai, is planning to enter Sri Lanka. The international award-winning Pure Gold's arrival can boost our gem and jewelry sector exports. We also see that the liquid milk production in dairy farming in the northern and eastern provinces has doubled in Sri Lanka within the past 2 years. Now, Milko Private Limited, the wholly owned government dairy company, said, according to the chairman of Milko, Sunil Wickramasinghe, the milk production has increased up to 550,000 litres from 225,000 litres 2 years ago. Looking at some news, Aitken Spence, basically Fitch Ratings Lanka has affirmed Sri Lanka-based Aitken Spence PLC senior unsecured notes at a national long-term AA rating with a negative outlook. The agency says the ratings reflects the Aitken Spence continued strong consolidated earnings and dividend inflows from its domestic power generation assets. According to Fitch, the firm's 100 megawatts power plant located in the township of LBT made a significant contribution to aggregate dividends in financial year 2012 and 2011. Further, this cash flow is assured over the medium term as the power purchase agreement between Aitken Spence and the state of Sri Lanka, which governs operations of this plant, does not come up for renewal until June 2015, added Fitch Ratings. Now, Aitken Spence is a holding company of diverse assets in power generation, tourism, cargo and logistics and services. Looking at a little more news with Aitken Spence, we see that the diversified rich Aitken Spence PLC reported a pre-tax profit of 918 million for the first quarter, a growth of 25% over the previous year, while the group's revenue rose by 54% to 8.61 billion rupees. Now, earnings per share for the quarter stood at 1.58 rupees, an increase of 16% over the corresponding period in the previous year. Now, the leading conglomerate's financial results for the 3 months ended June 30th, 2012, released to the Colombo Stock Exchange last Friday, reporting a growth of 16% in profits attributable to the shareholders, or to 640 million rupees. Now, listed in the Colombo Stock Exchange since 1983, the leading diversified conglomerate has operations in 6 countries spanning South Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Now, the other end results, the group's hotel arm in the Maldives performed exceptionally during the quarter. Aitken Spence is largest international resort operator in the Maldives with 6 award-winning resorts, with a relatively high occupancies than last year. The Sri Lankan hotels posted an improved performance. The company's beach resort in Kalithara, which was rebranded as The Sands by Aitken Spence Hotel, subsequent to significant expansions and refurbishments, commenced operations in May this year. Now, Aitken Spence power plant in Ampitia was fully operational during the quarter under review. As an initial step in its commitment to significantly increase its interest in renewable energy, Aitken Spence has now commenced operations of a mini hydro power plant in Martale and a wind power plant in Umbrella. The group's first quarter results includes income from the Colombo International Nautical and Engineering College, that is Sri Lanka's largest private higher educational institute. Now, Aitken Spence made investment in Select during the third quarter of 2011. 2012. And lastly, we also have some news from Dialog Asiata PLC that the tele-infrastructure and fixed-line businesses showed progress during the second quarter to record consolidated revenue of 14.1 billion rupees for the quarter and 27 billion rupees for the first half of 2012, translating to quarter-on-quarter and year-on-year growth of 10% and 23% respectively. Now, Dialog Broadband Network, which in the group's fixed telecommunication and broadband businesses, witnesses significant expansion in scale as well as in consolidated operating performance following the merger and amalgamation of Suntel Limited. The Dialog Broadband Network's revenue of the first half of 2012 was recorded at 2.2 billion rupees, demonstrating growth of over 90% year-on-year and 162% quarter-on-quarter. Now, with that, I round up the news for today. Thank you very much for listening, and see you again tomorrow.